All right, we are live on YouTube and also simulcasting live on Facebook. Welcome to Navigating the Modern World with Coach Eli. Glad you could all join me here on this late Sunday night if you're still on the West Coast like I am, or early Monday morning. It is after midnight pretty much everywhere else except for where I'm at, or from where I'm at, which is what I'm trying to say. Before we get started, let me make sure that the YouTube notification has gone out, and it has. And let me check out the back end and make sure that back end of YouTube is rolling smoothly. Lots to talk about on this show. And again, we're simulcasting live on Facebook. Probably no one's going to be on the Facebook side of things. It is 2:21 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, 11:21 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time. So let's just make sure that we're running smoothly on Fbook. Eastern Daylight Time, 11:21 p.m. Pacific. Yeah, we're good. We're good. And once again, this this stream is being sponsored by the Discover Community Network, run by my great longtime friend that owns the company, Troy Brewer. He's the CEO, founder, and owner of the Discover Community Network. If you'd like to find out more information about the Discover Community Network, or DCN for short, please go below the description, about a third of the way down on the YouTube side of things. There are a couple of links there you can check out. Also on the Facebook side of things, you can do a Facebook search for Discover Community Network, and you'll find all of their business pages there. And if you're looking for the absolute best marketing and branding strategy on the planet, connect with Troy. He'll find the solution for you. He's a genius at this stuff, and he's very, very reasonably priced compared to other marketing companies, and he's good. He's the best. And I'll put my name on the line for that guy. And again, Troy, thank you for your sponsorship and your patronage, your continued sponsorship and patronage of this channel. All right. So we have that out of the way. Welcome to the show, everyone. I don't expect a lot of people to be here. Probably going to be here. Queen says you're good. Thank you, Queen. I don't think there are going to be a lot of people here tonight. It is a late night stream, and I did postpone it quite a few times. I'm going to explain that here in a second. I'm also going to be talking about some community updates, and all of this evolves around tonight's topic, or today's topic. Teamwork makes the dream work. How to get along with people and succeed. One more time. It's pretty cut and dry, but some people just still don't get it, right? Teamwork makes the dream work. How to get along with people and succeed. Well, it's pretty simple to get along with people. You can choose to either get along with them or not, right? But some people choose to not get along with other people, with good people that have done nothing wrong to them, because other people get in their ear based on jealousy and insecurities. It's pretty pathetic. And that's what it typically all boils down to. We'll talk more about that in just a little bit here. Where am I going to start? Let me get to the chat first here on the YouTube side of things. Nothing happening on Facebook. Rosie Wren's Empire Forever. Hey, Eli. Hey, Rosie. Lewis Fuller's in the house. Hi, Coach Eli. Hello, Lewis. Rosie says, Eli, caught you before I went to bed. I'm sleepy. Then go to bed and catch the replay. Unless you want to stay up, that's up to you. But thank you for being here, Rosie. Rosie says, I love you, Eli. That's a brotherly type of love. Hope we can talk on Messenger with Lewis. We will. We will sometime this week. We will. Lots going on, Rosie. Lots going on. I've been putting out a lot of fires lately, not only for myself, but for other people like you and Lewis, and been dealing with some other stuff that I'm going to mention here in just a few. But thank you again for being here. The Queen is here, the original, the one and only original Queen Helen Casey's in the house. Welcome, Queen. Rex Rogers says, yo, Eli, welcome to the show, Rex. GLM is in the house. God loves me. The goddess is here. Amen, sister. Welcome to the show. Life is great. Well, hello, everyone. Welcome to the show. Life is great. Welcome back. Rosie says, question, should I worry about dislikes? No. But I'm going to share a story about dislikes here in a second, which is why I delayed this stream. And if you've noticed, I basically canceled 2 other streams identical streams, and this is the third one. I'll explain that in a second here. I'm sure you could pretty much figure it out. But Rosie, dislikes, YouTube is testing removing the dislike counter. The dislike button will still be there if they decide to go through with this change on the platform at a global level. They're test marketing it right now, where certain channels still show the dislike button, but without the number of dislikes. But you can still see the number of dislikes on the back end of your YouTube channel and YouTube Studio. My personal opinion is they should get rid of the dislike button altogether. Many other platforms have done that. Facebook, I believe, Twitter, and many others. Like there's really no purpose for a dislike button. People either like it or they don't. And, having a dislike button encourages negative feedback, and it also encourages dislike mobs that attack you for no reason, even if your content is good. So I honestly don't think the dislike button makes any sense, but I wouldn't worry about it, Rosie. It's all engagement, right? Lewis Fuller says, good evening. Good evening, Lewis Fuller. Queen Helen Casey, once again, you're good. Thank you, Queen. Lewis Fuller, 12 in the box. We have 16 now. Wow, I'm surprised we have 16 people here now. That's great. Let's see. Hello, Lewis says, Queen. Lewis says, hi, Queen. Rosie says, I got my best friend Jenny back. Well, yes. You know why, Rosie? Let me tell you why you got your best friend Jenny back. And she got you back. Because both of you ladies decided to handle the situation respectfully, professionally, and maturely, right? We're acting our age for once, right? You're going to be 22 years old. You're a grown woman, right, Rosie? You're a grown-ass woman, right? Okay, so is Jenny. Jenny's closer to my age, right? That's a lot of the issues. That's part of the issues out here. Much of the issue out here on YouTube, is what I'm trying to say. We have a bunch of grown adults that are behaving like 2-year-olds because they're projecting some kind of outside insecurity in their personal life. And they come out here to try to get their mind off of their real life misery, right? We don't need to behave that way. Over here on the Grip On Live channel, we behave respectfully, professionally, and maturely, right? I haven't seen you in a while. Brandon the Pinocchio, welcome back, bro. How you been? Hey, man, long time no see. Well, welcome back to the show, bro. Life is great, says pretty well, and you doing quite well. Rosie says, hey, Brandon, one night man's in the house. Welcome, I agree. Brandon the Pinocchio says, doesn't bother me when I get dislikes. Hey, Rosie, nice to see you. Hope you're well, says Brandon. Rosie says, right. And that's Rosie's channel. Moderators, feel free to share your channels every so often in the chat. Not a big deal. It's all good. It's all good. So first things first. I was going to start this show literally about an hour and 15 minutes ago. But what happened? I put out the stream and I got 22 dislikes just like that. And I know where they're coming from. They're coming from one person. They're coming from this troll that I have a restraining order on that's a doctor. Let's just call him the doctor, right? So what did I do? I said, screw it. If he's going to play games, I'm going to make him work it. Doc, if you're going to play games and continue to thumb me down along with your unattractive buddy, Brutal Mafia, I'm going to make it more difficult for you folks, right? So what I do, I deleted that live stream event, and then I put up another exact event with a different link, right? And I figured they're going to come back and try to dislike me again. So what happened? They started disliking me again, and it got up to 16 dislikes. I guess YouTube was starting to figure out that some of their accounts are spamming, so they wouldn't let those dislikes go through a second time, at least some of them, right? So what did I do? I deleted that stream again, the live event, and this is the third and final one. Same stream, but different link, right? It clears your dislikes, right? I did that because these guys are going to continue to thumb me down, which is fine. But if they want to play, if they want to waste all day, every day, thumbing me down for multiple accounts, that takes time to do that. I'm going to make you guys work it, right? I'm going to make you guys work it. Now you have to do it again for a third time. And we can even see how many dislikes go through. I mean, I'll check right now real quick. What do we have right now? We have 8 dislikes. We have 3 likes and 8 dislikes, right? What's probably happening is YouTube is catching on that these guys are spamming my channel, and it's not allowing their dislikes to stick, right? So here's the thing, Doc, Brutal Mafia, dislike mobs. That's how I'm going to do it from here on out. I'll let you guys dislike me, then I'll kill the stream, before it goes live. Create another link, let you dislike me again, kill that, and then the third time I'll go live, and then you guys will have all your accounts we'll have all your accounts banned for spam and deceptive practices, right? You want to play the game? Let's play the game. Let's go. Okay? It's all good. Yeah, I know exactly what I'm doing. I got a grip on my life and a grip on my channel here on YouTube, on the YouTube side of things. It doesn't bother me when I get dislikes either, Brandon, but, because I get way more dislikes than likes, until I get more likes to offset them, it does affect you from getting recommended through the YouTube algorithm. Queen Helen Kate says, I was at another chat on another platform. Cool. Which one was that, Queen? Rosie says, I lost my train of thought. Ha ha ha. Okay, cool, Rosie. Well, maybe not cool, but it's all good. It's all right. Psychotic Savage. Hey, Eli, buddy. What's up, Psychotic Savage? Welcome to the show, man. Glad to have you here. All right. So the next set of business here that I'm going to discuss is Muttnut's Crazy World. If you folks watched my stream from yesterday, I mentioned a story regarding Mutt and her friend Super Steph. They both were moderators here on my channel, and something went down. Super Steph is an 18 or 19-year-old woman. Mutt's a 43-year-old woman that's been a moderator on my channel for, a little over a year, maybe a year and a half. And Mutt introduced me to Super Steph several months after we met. And I brought Super Steph on board as a moderator, and I also had Super Steph in the private Coach Eli Clan Hangout chat behind the scenes. And Super Steph decided to run her mouth and talk shit about me on someone else's live stream the other day. So I was sent some screenshots. I sent those screenshots to Mutt and all the other moderators behind the scenes on our Hangouts private chat, the moderator private chat. And I just said, Mutt, this is what your friend did. Not really too happy about this, blah, blah, blah. But I never said, I never gave her an ultimatum or anything. I said, well, just wanted to make you aware of this. This is what your friend did, right? And then Mutt went crazy saying that I feel like you're making me choose between you and Steph, and I'm not going to do that. No, I never once said that, right? I never once gave her the ultimatum, and she knows it, right? So at the end of the stream, I made an offer to Mutt, and I said, Mutt, look, I'll give you until the end of Sunday to respond in some way, shape, or form, maybe by form of video, and own up to the fact that I never gave you that ultimatum. You tell the truth to your audience, because we have a shared audience, right? And then, we can bring you back if you'd like. Mutt, I did nothing wrong to you. Additionally, I told Mutt, I think that Super Steph, this 18 or 19-year-old, is controlling Mutt. And I've seen Steph do that. Steph is kind of like a very, I wouldn't call her a dominant female. She's very passive aggressive. And I think Mutt is kind of passive aggressive too, but I think Super Steph's a little bit of a stronger passive aggressive type of person, right? So, with that being said, Mutt did a 13-second video earlier today. It has less than 30 views. I've already got 43 views in the first 14 minutes of the stream, but who's counting, right? And this is how that video went. Let me just get my screenshot here on my phone. So basically, on the thumbnail and for the entire 13 seconds of the video, Mutt played this electric guitar type of song, some heavy metal type of music, right? Dramatic music, right? And it said, "Goodbye, at a grip on life. No thanks. Don't want your offer, and I am never coming back to your chat." She never once used her voice. She never once responded to the fact that she accused me of giving her an ultimatum, which never happened. She never owned up to it. It's pretty pathetic, Mutt. That's a pretty pathetic thing to do. I mean, you might as well have not even done a response video, Mutt, because that was pointless, right? You see, any normal, real YouTuber in a situation like this would do a response video or reaction video and share their thoughts, right? And if a mistake was made, they would own up to it. Mutt, you clearly made a mistake. And you see, I could sit here and embarrass you and show those screenshots right now and prove to everyone what you did, but I'm not going to do that because I'm a better person. Plus, I'm sure everyone believes me anyway. It doesn't really even matter. It's not even worth my time. I'm just saying, Mutt, that's really pathetic of you to allow this 18 or 19-year-old woman to control your life when no one, Queen Helen Casey, let me ask you a question, Queen. You're in the chat. Queen, did anyone, including myself, ever mistreat Muttnuts Crazy World behind the scenes in the private chat or on our channels? Let me ask you, Queen, did anyone ever mistreat Muttnuts Crazy World? Did anyone ever give her any ultimatum? You went back and you saw everything, Queen. You tell me. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous, you know? Let me get to the chat again. Nothing happening on Facebook. Yeah, play the dislikes. Let them waste their time. I know, dude. That's why, I had 2 live stream events for the same exact stream, right? I killed them both after they pumped up the dislikes. So I'm making them work it. Plus, YouTube's going to see them as spam anyway when they do it too many times to the same channel from the same IP address or the same computer. God loves me. GLM says, Brandon, hi, life is great. I used to think I was so grown up at 18. Now when I see 18-year-olds, I see a kid still. Absolutely, dude, absolutely. Brandon the Pinocchio says, hey, God loves me. Haven't seen you in a while. How you doing? Queen Helen Case says, I can't stand heavy metal music. Yeah, I like some of it, but not all of it, Queen. Life is great. Heavy metal heals the soul, Queen. It can. I do like some heavy metal music, but not all of it. It just depends. I like a little bit of everything. One Night Man. Well, you wanted it public. Right. That's true. That's true, bro. That's true, One Night Man. Rosie Red's Empire Forever. To be honest, Eli, I think you're an inspiration to me because you never pay attention to the dislikes. You just pay attention to the stream chat. That's what inspires me. Well, that's what people are supposed to do. Now, here's the thing, Rosie. Some channels pay attention to their chat and some don't. It depends on the type of channel you're running. I'm a coach. I help people. So addressing the chat and answering their questions is a big part of what I do. Now, there are times where I interview people on the stream and I still do pay attention to the chat, but not as much. So there will be times where the chat won't be getting as much attention. But there are different shows you can do regarding that. Some live streams, you can do it like this, where you're engaging the chat and you're taking questions and you're answering the questions, right? Other shows you run that are a live panel of people, a discussion panel, or you're interviewing someone and you're not trying to avoid the chat completely, but you can't focus on it as much as I can right now. So, but that's a good point, Rosie. Thank you. Queen Helen Casey, nobody mistreated Mutt, says Queen. No one did at all. Brandon the Pinocchio, God loves me. It is nice to see you again. One Night Man, depends on the mood. Psychotic Savage, I like heavy metal, but the satanic type. Oh, yeah. Okay. Queen Helen Casey, that life is great. I never did like heavy metal music. I am a down-to-earth person. I like soft music. Brandon the Pinocchio, I have to go and complete an assignment. Do see you all later. Thanks for stopping by, Brenda Pinocchio. Have yourself a great, great night. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. I was just playing, says Life is Great. I was just playing Queen, but some of it is good. I like a lot of other music too. Some of it I can't stand. One Night Man, heavy metal is great for a workout, or a open sparring of boxing, MMA. Absolutely, absolutely. So, anyway, yeah, I'm not going to be on too terribly long tonight. This show's probably going to be about 45 minutes to an hour. But I am going to take a quick break right now. I do have to use the restroom all of a sudden. So I kind of got through the first part of the show fairly quickly. And when I come back, I'm going to talk about teamwork makes the dream work and how to get along with people and succeed. And I really want this message to, hone in on my existing audience, my existing friends out here in the chat and that follow this channel, but even you people that come on board. Now, especially if you're a YouTuber, kind of like, GLM and Queen, Helen Casey, and Rosie Rand, and some other people in here, this is going to really, really hit home with you, because if you've been wondering why you're not growing, why you're not getting the views, why you're not getting the subscribers, this is going to really, really solve that issue for you folks, as long as you listen to it, understand it, and apply it. This is how I've always built any type of business, whether it be, in the real world, offline, or even online here, such as YouTube or any other social media platform. So stick around for that. We're going to get to that in just a few minutes. But I'm going to cue up some music right now and take a very early break, and then come back and talk about the topic. Please feel free to get your questions in the chat while I'm on break, and I will respond to them when I do get back. Congratulations, Rosie. I'm almost at 1.2K. That's great. That's awesome. That's absolutely fantastic. Okay, let me just cue this up. Let me see. All right, we've got 3 songs. Just need one more. All right, music is all queued up, folks. I'll be back in less than 10 minutes or so. Stick around. We'll be right All right, we are back. We're just going to kill it. All right, we're just going to kill it and get right back to it here. Sometimes I feel like doing that. You know, these intros are becoming less and less necessary. People don't really care about the intros. They want the meat and potatoes. But anyway, welcome back to Navigating the Modern World with Coach Eli, live here on YouTube and also simulcasting live on Facebook. I must admit, I'm a little out of gas today. That's why I didn't stream earlier. My allergies have been really, really kicking in. They've been hitting me hard. It's getting closer and closer to summer, and you know the pollen level is getting higher, and it really just messes with my body. And I've been taking my allergy medication and all that, but you know you got to get rest. And you know my sleeping pattern's been a bit off, and been dealing with a lot of stuff, and you know it ends up taking a toll on you. And you've heard many other content creators, especially out here on the YouTube side of things, talk about creator burnout. And creator burnout is real. I really should actually take a break sometime soon for a day or two. But I know right now, you know, the current audience I have really needs me to be here. And I want to be here for you folks. And even if I take a day off, I'm going to feel like I'm letting people down. And that's just the nature of who I am. That's the kind of person that I am. But let's get back to the chat. Hey, Critical Mass, dude, if that's you, let me go to your channel, bro. Wow, bro, welcome, dude. Dude, that is you. That is you. Hang on, dude. Let me go to the back end. I had to verify you from the plugin. Let me go to the back end. Folks, subscribe to Critical Mass. This dude is amazing. I've been on a few panels with him on American Dream Stream. And Critical Mass, we're gonna take care of you, brother. Okay, from the back end. Critical Mass, you should now be blue, brother. You should now be blue. No, I know it's you. I checked it out. I have the go-to channel extension where I can still check out channels. But the next time you type, bro, you should be blue. And welcome to the show, bro. Welcome to the show. You know, we need to get on a panel with you, myself, and Dream and do some collabs between the channels. I'd love to do some shows on your channel, bro. And you can come on my panel when I do panels. Maybe we can get together and do it sometime this week. Let me know. Awesome. Good seeing you live. Absolutely, bro. This was a last-minute show I decided to do. I don't know if you heard what I said a second ago. You know, my allergies have been kicking in. And I was on Dream Stream earlier, and I was feeling all right. But then it's like my allergies hit me, and I had to rest for a little bit and decided to come back and do a late night live. Yeah, you're welcome, Critical Mass. Thank you so much for being here, bro. I appreciate you, man. I really appreciate you. Let me check out the chat and see what was going on while I was on break. Queen Helen Case says, too much coffee. I'm almost at 1.2K, says Rosie. We got to that. With all the research I do, I can't put half of it on YouTube because they will take it down. Yeah, because you're a conspiracy theorist, Queen, and they don't like conspiracy theories. At least the ones that involve our government, right? Anyway, let's see. Queen Helen Casey, that life is great. You don't know half of what I researched, and it's pretty big. Life is great. All the more interesting then freedom must stand, or we risk losing it all. Absolutely. But, like I've always said, life is great. There's a difference between freedom of speech and hate speech, right? Nothing wrong with people voicing their opinion and standing tall and standing up for what they believe in, right? But when people involve hate, racism, and they attack people simply because of a difference of opinion, that's where I draw the line right there. And that's where YouTube draws the line, and I don't blame them. That's why, I'm pretty much in alignment with, how YouTube polices things out here. I think they're trying to run a great platform and keep it as safe and positive as possible while allowing, people to share their thoughts and opinions. If you share your thoughts and opinions out here respectfully, like I do, whether they are good, bad, or indifferent, you have no problems. When you attack people, based on their, on their race or, other things, right? And you use hateful, derogatory slurs, they're going to remove you. It's just, and honestly, do you folks really want to be that type of person anyway in the first place? Just think about that, right? Don't you want to be a good person? Why is there so much hate deep within people nowadays? I just don't get it, right? I just don't get why every person on the planet just can't be a good person, love who they are, and that way it'll allow them to just be good to others and love everyone else unconditionally. That would be great. In a perfect world, that would work, but obviously we're not in the perfect world, right? Queen Helen Case says, the upside down world that we live in now is an illusion. You're right. It's a complete illusion. It's fabricated, right? And that even includes, women's lib, which needed to happen. We've been talking about this a lot on the American Dreams channel, and Critical Mass has joined us there. He has some great feedback to share regarding this topic. I think a lot of the issues stem from, it's not from women getting equal rights and working, right? It goes beyond that to the point of where, like I mentioned many times in the past, you have women that are more career focused than family focused, right? And relationship focused, right? So what do? They go to college, they get a degree, they get settled in their career, and then they're in their early to mid 30s, and they're finally ready to find the love of their life, and they want to find someone to date, get married, and have kids. But what's happening at that point in their mid-30s, their biological clock is ticking, right? Tick-tock, 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 right? So, while on one hand, women being liberated is great. Women should have always had equal rights. What has it done to the, the family, the typical family life? What has it done to relationships and marriages and people that want to have a family? It's practically destroyed it, right? I guess you can call it a double-edged sword, right? Doesn't matter, which way you go, the sword's going to stab you, right? A double-edged sword. Oh, yeah. Life is great. It very much is, Queen. Just know there are many that see reality now, too, and how orchestrated it all is. Yeah, it's all fabricated. It's all a phony, fake world, completely. And Critical Mass came in at that point. Hello, Eli. Finally caught one of your live streams live. I got allergies too. Vitamin C helps. Absolutely. Love vitamin C, especially with orange juice. Absolutely. GLM says, I'm not going to read that. Go figure, she would say something like that. Critical Mass, awesome. Good seeing you live. Thank you, says Critical Mass. Got to that earlier. The unknown likes to clone accounts. Yeah, I was checking out the dislike number on my break on my phone. I had 19 dislikes, so And this guy, this is the third stream. Like, I put out 2 other exact same streams, at least the live event, right? And I had 22 dislikes. I deleted that, put up another live event, got 16 dislikes. And then now, for the third time, this guy comes back and thumbs me down 19 times. So it's, and you know what? I really don't care if he thumbs me down. I'm just going to make it more difficult for him. I'll play around with him every now and then. It's not a big deal. It doesn't take that much of my time, right? But I bet he's kind of triggered that he had to go log into all his soccer accounts, 3 times to do the same thing. It's pathetic, man. It's pathetic, Doc. Anyway, Critical Mass, welcome to the club, Queen. Critical Mass says, I'm pretty deep into that ASW as well, I think he meant, but I do a lot of non-conspiracy content as well. Cool. Life is great. Yeah, as long as you aren't crude, you should be able to post whatever. That's what I was saying. Right. It's all about the context, right? You got to understand, folks. It's all about the context that you explain things, right? Now, there are some things that YouTube takes a hard stance on, just like widespread voter fraud never happened, right? And if you talk about it and say that it did happen, which I'm saying it did not happen, then they're going to remove that video and give you a community guideline strike now. So it did not happen. But a lot of people think it did, right? And I know for a fact that it didn't. Because there was no proof of it ever, right? And I understand how that could be the opinion of certain people, right? But if YouTube doesn't want that opinion, then you have to follow the rules or they're going to remove you. It's a private platform. You have to follow the rules, right? Critical Mass, I lose my temper at times. Well, I've done that in the past, bro, out here on YouTube years ago, and I'll never do it again. I'm just cool, calm, and collective now. And let me tell you something. When you're cool, calm, and collective, dude, they can't, nobody can say anything bad about you for reacting that way, right? They can't clip you. I mean, sure, they can still clip you being calm, right? But the reason why I was clipped so many times was because I used to get triggered, right? These people used to make so many videos on me getting triggered, right? Now that I don't get triggered anymore, I've almost fallen off their radar for the most part. So like I've been saying all along, one of the keys to being successful on YouTube or social media is not letting people trigger you no matter what they say or do, no matter what they say to you or do to you, right? And what happens when they try to trigger you and it doesn't get to you, right? They'll try to come at your friends, your audience, your family, right? And when that doesn't get to you, it triggers them because no matter what they do, they can't get to you. They can't stop you, right? You need to learn to become unstoppable like I have. The fake news media is hiding the truth. Some of them are, Queen. Some of the things they say are true and some are not. But yeah, I appreciate your opinion. You always mention that, and I appreciate your opinion. You're right. Critical Mass says, yes, life is great, says Queen is spitting truth tonight. It's Queen Helen Casey spitting some truth bombs! That's what we do here. We entertain people while throwing down truth bombs! All right. Critical Mass says, awesome. Critical Mass says, it is ridiculous, really. You keep it pretty positive and still all this hate. I know, bro. Like I get an enormous amount of hate here, but it's coming typically from a few people, right? And then they've, created a small audience, their minions that come and try to amplify their hate. But I just learned to ignore it. I banned a lot of these people. I have Nightbot here with block words, and I also use the YouTube block words list. And I have a bunch of moderators here, including you. So even if these people slip through the cracks of my high level security here, bro, we just ban them and move on. We just don't let them get to us. And even if we talk about them briefly, we shouldn't really talk about them. But even if we do, it doesn't matter as long as, we don't overreact to them, right? Everyone talks about everyone. The key factor is not letting these people trigger you. That's the bottom line. Queen Helen Casey, 1 million stock accounts. Yeah, the doctor probably does have 1 million stock accounts, Queen. or like Lewis calls them, suck accounts, S-U-C-K, because he has that typo, that predictive text correction on his smartphone. He calls them suck accounts, S-U-C-K, not S-O-C-K, suck accounts. Let's see here. Thank you for moderating that troll queen. By unknown psychotic savage. Don't let people get to you. Exactly. That's the key. I finally figured out this YouTube game. It's a lot like real life, right? It's a lot like real life. If you don't let people trigger you, if you're cool, calm, and collected, people are going to look at you and say, wow, all these people attack him. They're doxing him. They're harassing his family. They're harassing his business and personal network on Facebook. They're doing all this crazy shit to him, right? And it doesn't faze him, right? How much more respectful will you come off? And how much more respect will the good people have for you when they see all these bad things happening to you from other people and you show your audience that it doesn't faze you, right? You understand what I'm saying? It's kind of like being a rock, right? You can't be moved. You can't be fazed, right? I'll get you a few bonus likes to balance things out a bit. Thank you, Critical Mass. I appreciate it, brother. You got 7 likes now. Now I've got 9. Thank you. I predict you will have 10 or more within 5 minutes. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you. All right, folks. Nothing happening over on Facebook. Let's talk a little bit about teamwork makes the dream work and how to get along with people and succeed. Keep getting your questions and comments in. I'll get through the chat. I'll get the chat here once or twice more before I go off the air after I finish talking about this. So where do I start off with this? Folks, I've been an entrepreneur for 14 plus years now, okay? And before I did the life coaching thing, I was an insurance broker for many years. Many of you have heard this story. I'm going to share part of it again because it's relevant to the topic, right? What was the best way for me to build my insurance business? How did I get clients? Well, I went to networking events in person when there used to be in-person networking events before COVID and before this digital world. Between COVID and the digital world, it's pretty much almost killed everything in person, right? Figuratively speaking, right? In some cases, literally. I mean, 500,000 people have died here in the U.S. because of COVID. But anyway, we're not talking about that here, right? But this is the way that I built my insurance business. I did a lot of networking, and I didn't go to these networking events to try and sell people insurance. I went there to build relationships. I went there to get to know other entrepreneurs that are selling something else. And instead of me trying to sell them something or they try to sell me something, we exchanged business cards and we created a referral base. We got to know, like, and trust each other, right? So I'd go to these events, and sometimes I would run my own events. And I would meet these people. We'd exchange business cards, and then we'd set up a 1-hour coffee meeting. When you're meeting people, even for business networking, you want to meet up with them outside of the networking world and have coffee with them, take them to coffee and get to know them, right? Build that relationship because they have their own network and you have your network, right? And if you build a great relationship with them, they're going to consider you the trusted person of whatever you sell, right? In my case, it was insurance, right? So whenever, anyone through the network needed insurance, I would get a lot of referrals because I allowed these people to get to know, like, and trust me, and I got to know, like, and trust them too. Folks, I keep saying this, or I've said it in the past, and I'll keep saying it again, which is what I'm trying to say. Get to know, like, and trust people, folks. Build relationships. It's the same exact thing out here on YouTube, okay? Except out here on YouTube, it's called the collab. If you're a YouTuber and you're trying to grow your channel and you don't reach out to people to collaborate, you're never going to grow, right? You might get lucky and hit a viral video, but that's rare, right? You're more prone to get a viral video if you go around, do some networking, meet other YouTubers, and ask them to do a collaboration with you, right? Right? And then what happens? You're in essence sharing each other's audience, right? On the flip side, there's no competition. I've said this before, I'll say it again. You don't want to look at it as a competition. I think a lot of people that have come and gone from my channel, especially what happened with Muttnut's Crazy World yesterday and today, I think she left out of jealousy partially. And because her friend Super Step was talking smack about me and basically told her to not participate on my channel anymore. It's pretty pathetic. But I think the reason why these two women started talking smack about me, especially Super Steph, is because they saw it as a competition and not a collaboration, right? They see me running my shows with 4K, 4 plus, K subscribers and having 20, 30, sometimes 40 people on my streams, right? And instead of looking at that and saying, okay, well, I'm friends with Eli, how can I tap into part of that audience to help get my streams up to that level as well? Because whenever you go into Muttnut's Crazy World's streams, which is what I'm trying to say, there are 2 or 3 people there usually, and 2 of those people are her and Super Steph, right? Critical Mass says, I can relate to what you said before. I used to be more triggered by haters before. Now I don't, but I can let myself get worked up now and then and make a drama stream. Well, dude, I mean, we've all done drama streams, dude. Some people can even consider this a drama stream, but I always like to throw in a topic, whether I'm talking about the community or not. I'll also refer to it as community news instead of a drama stream. And plus, here's the thing. It's a great point, Critical Mass. A lot of people ask me, Eli, why do you talk about the drama so much? Why do you use people for example purposes? Other YouTubers that have made it big don't do that. Well, because here's the difference, okay? Let's take a YouTube self-help channel or a tech channel or a channel that does product reviews, right? Okay? Those channels have a specific genre of sharing information about tech, doing reviews, or, helping people how to penetrate the YouTube algorithm, right? To become a more successful YouTuber, right? Okay? For me, I'm a life coach. And when you're a life coach, you talk about all of life's principles, right? For me, I'm a business and personal life coach. I can talk about business aspects. I'm very experienced in them. I'm an entrepreneur. So I understand, what it takes to transition from working for somebody else or somebody in the corporate world to become an entrepreneur. I understand that transition, right? And then on the personal side, I help people figure out modern day dating relationships and marriages. And I also help people deal with other average, everyday things that come up in life. And even the things that come up out here on YouTube, for example, all that drama and stuff and the way people react to it and behave, that's a life lesson. So for me, there's a lot of great value I feel I provide by talking about even some of these drama things, incorporating them into a topic and showing people, hey, what these people are doing is ridiculous. If you want to be a good, successful person, don't do what these people have done, right? But I get what you're saying, bro. And here's the thing, dude, you and I can do a lot of shows, bro, together. You, myself, and American Dream. If American Dream Mike stops feeding into drama and running drama shit shows, man, we can all go places, man. But Dream loves the drama for some reason. He loves the drama. Where are you, Dream? I thought you were going to pop on by. Critical Mass says, good points. Yes, it's guerrilla marketing. Yep, absolutely. Critical Mass says, build win-win relationships on YouTube. Critical Mass, can you share your channel link, please? I want to get as many people to subscribe to you. If you look up Critical Mass, I believe it'll pop up in the YouTube search bar on your phone or on your laptop or desktop. Critical Mass, I'm going to help you grow your channel, and so is Dream. We're going to blow this up, bro, because let me tell you something, dude. Like, the way you speak about things, dude, and he's 31 years old. This guy is young, but this guy is mature beyond his years, man. I got to tell you, I have a lot of respect for you, dude. I'm really glad that American Dream introduced us. Life is Great says, yeah, positivity wins in the end. Critical Mass is right. You can get competitive with your enemies, but with friends, it is better to not be. And that's what I was saying about Muttnut's Crazy World. I did nothing wrong to her, right? And people may be wondering, well, if you did nothing wrong to her, why is she leaving? Well, if I did nothing wrong to her, and it was proven nothing happened wrong to her, why is she leaving? She's jealous and insecure. It all boils down to jealousy and insecurity or insecurities, right? And when you're dealing with people that are the jealous type and they're very insecure, you don't really want to be around those people because those are the types of people that'll flip on you in a second, right? And there's no logic or reasoning that's going to convince them otherwise, whether they're right or wrong, right? They have to work on themselves, right? All you can do in that situation is let those people go. That's why I say, hey, Mutt, best of luck to you. Take care. But you have no idea what's going to happen. You're probably going to get trolled by my troll still. You're probably going to have people from the other side try to get you on their panels to talk shit about me. And if you go and do that, that's fine. I don't care. It's just going to further show the type of person you really are, right? Now, Mutt, if you want to show us how good of a person you are, if and when these people, try to, get an interview with you to talk about me, right? Let's see if you actually do it, or if you say, no, thanks, I'm moving on and doing my own thing. Let's see how respectfully, professionally, and maturely you're going to handle it. I'm curious to see that. Queen LK says, I don't compete with nobody. I just stay in the background. It is not about competition. It's about collaboration. I'm going to tell you, folks, the moment you make it a competition, you lose, right? Now, I can understand when you play sports, it's competitive, but besides sports and maybe a few other things, like being out here on YouTube, it's not a competition. It's about collaboration. It's about sharing resources. It's a shared platform. Okay, the more people you connect with, the better chance you all have of growing together alongside each other. Now, will some people grow more than others? Sure, but that depends on your content. Depends on the type of content you put out, how often you do live streams or pre-recorded videos, how good you are on camera, how good of a speaker you are, right? It depends. But regardless, if you just start collaborating with people instead of competing with them, okay, that's going to put you a step above everyone else just by doing that. And don't get mad at people, right? Don't let people trigger you, right? Make friends with everyone. And if some people decide they want to remove themselves from your friendship, let them go. Yeah, if you want to briefly make your audience aware, yeah, this is what happened with Mutt. I didn't want to talk about it, but instead of getting 100 emails asking me what happened and it taking me all day to respond to that, let me do a quick live stream and cover it all in one blanket shot, right? So everyone can hear it, right? Critical Mass says, I hear you, Queen. He also furthermore says, amen to that. We can get some collabs going. Absolutely, brother. Absolutely. Absolutely. Thanks for asking, says Critical Mass. Yes, no problem, man. Please subscribe to Critical Mass. God loves me. Very mature. Also has a bunk bed by choice. Don't judge the bunk bed, folks. Yeah, GLM, you had to mention that, didn't you? It's all good. Critical Mass says, yes, weak and insecure people get envious. Strong people get inspired and motivated. Right. It's the truth, dude. It's the absolute truth. And the funny thing is this, like when you call these people out that are weak, needy, desperate, insecure, mentally and emotionally unstable, right? When you call these people out, they're already in such a piss poor place in their life, right? That it just triggers them more to come at you and say that you're wrong even more than they were already saying, we were wrong, right? So it's not even worth calling these people out maybe more than once, right? even if they keep coming at you, because the more you call them out, the more they're going to come at you to try to cover up those insecurities, right? But in essence, what they're really doing is they're projecting, right? And they're creating a distraction from you, the good person, getting ahead. I had to learn that one the hard way out here. Absolutely. Critical Mass says, I love bunk beds. Very versatile. Yeah, my ex-girlfriend and her two daughters, teenage daughters, when I first met her years ago, before they moved into a bigger place, her two teenage daughters shared a room and they had a bunk bed. I hadn't seen a bunk bed in a while, but that's cool, man. Bunk beds are cool. In my place, I have a California king size Sealy plush pillow top bed that I bought. Oh, Jesus, man, 15 years ago or so, a little more than that. When I used to work for Sears as the brand central assistant store manager, I got a very good deal on that bed. Very expensive bed, but when you work for the company, you pretty much get it at cost. So, yeah, California king size bed is really great and fun when you have a special lady in your life. It's a big bed. You can use the whole big ass bed to do whatever you want. Put two and two together to figure out what I mean by that. Let me see here. Yes, it's Critical Mass. One Night Man. I'm a futon champion. Futons are cool too, bro. They're pretty comfy. Critical Mass, I have a normal bed as well, but prefer the bunk bed. Critical Mass furthermore says, have a water bed too, but never filled it. Water beds are cool, especially like during summertime. You fill it up with cold water. Yeah, man. Oh, yeah. Water beds are cool too. Now, folks, let me just wrap up by talking about how to get along with people and succeed. Okay. And, we all go through things. Every human being, no matter how strong we all have a certain level of insecurities. Even I do. We all do, right? If you are the strongest person on the planet and you say, I have no insecurities, you're not human, right? So to a certain extent, every single man and woman has a normal level of insecurities. It's a little different for women because women are more emotional beings. They respond to everything emotionally based on how they're feeling in the present moment, right? Men, they are supposed to think about things logically first and then maybe shed a little bit of emotion, right? Okay. If you're a secure person and you've done the work on yourself and you've been through a lot, and maybe in the past you let things get to you, but those experiences helped you become stronger to the point of where nothing phases you, that's when you become really secure. And once you become really secure within yourself, right, and nothing bothers you, right, no matter, what people say or do, no matter what they say to you or do to you, is not going to affect you, whether you're online or offline, right? And people are always going to try to, jerk your chain. Even people that like you are going to try to jerk your chain. Some people do it just because they like you, and they're just trying to have fun with you, right? Don't let it get to you. Laugh along with them. One of the best things to laugh at is a joke at your expense, right? It used to bother me when I was younger, where my friends would crack these Greek jokes and it would trigger me, right? And then it got to the point of where, if you can't beat them, join them. What's the big deal? They're just words. They don't mean shit, right? Unless they take some sticks and stones and break my bones, like the saying says, then it doesn't matter, right? It doesn't matter, right? If you let your friends joke, you even crack a joke at your expense, right? You say, yeah, dude, I'm an idiot, dude. Yeah, I can be, I can be pathetic at times or whatever, right? You know what I mean? If you just own that, even when your friends say it, they're going to be like, yeah, he's cool, right? He's having fun with us. He's not taking it serious. He's more lighthearted, right? He's very secure, right? When you, especially as a man, for women it's a little bit different, but as a man, when you display security, when you're secure within yourself and nothing bothers you, okay, you come off as as a strong, confident, decent, down-to-earth person that I don't know how much more I can explain this, how much better I can explain this. The more secure you are, if you're secure, you're going to come off as nothing fazing you. And people around you that expect the average person to get upset at what happened to you, but because you handled it differently, right? They're going to be like, wow, that didn't bother him? Wow. Wow, dude, you're a much better person than me, right? But if you overreact, what happens? It makes you look like a fool. Especially if you're a guy, it's going to make you look weak, needy, desperate, insecure. It's going to make the matter worse, right? It's going to lower your value as a person. And then if there are women around, right? What are they going to think, right? What are they going to think, right? It's real easy to get along with people, folks. It all starts within yourself, right? If you love yourself deep within, right? If you love yourself deep within, it's going to be very easy to love others, right? Or at least try to love others, right? And how do you handle people that you try to be friends with and they don't want to be friends with you, right? Or they become friends with you and then they decide to part ways for whatever reason, good, bad, or indifferent, right? Just let them go. Don't let anything faze you. People are going to come in and out of your life all the time, right? That happens out here on YouTube. It happens in real life, right? If you just don't let it bother you, say, hey, look, Mutt, best of luck to you. No harm, no foul. Yeah, I think you could have owned up a little bit more. But you know what? For whatever reason you want to leave, you don't want to be here, I'm not going to hold you back. And it wouldn't matter even if I did. Let them go, right? Whatever's meant to be is meant to be, and you never know what happens down the road. And that's why I always like to keep my options open as best as possible, right? Let people go. Don't fight them. Don't argue them. Yeah, you can make them aware, hey, this is what happened, right? That's all I did, right? But you know what? She went a different route. And she wants to go. Okay, I'm not going to stop you. Don't let the door hit your ass on the way out, right? But I'm also not going to attack her. I'm also not going to come after her and do anything, right? I'm going to let her go, right? Let her think about it. And maybe one day, who knows what happens? And if nothing comes out of it, hey, by that point, I will have met 100 new people, right? By that point, she'll be forgotten, right? It won't even matter anymore, right? Or just let him go, says Queen. Right. One Night Man says, silence is deadly too. Absolutely. Don't sweat the small stuff, folks. I've talked about that little tiny book that's been around for decades now. It's a great book if you haven't read it. Don't sweat the small stuff, and it's all small stuff, right? Hey, Riff, how you doing, bro? A secure man... Oh, Queen, you can unban Riff. I know who that is. He's real. A secure man doesn't let drama get to him or hang on to most grudges. Yeah, Riff is good. Riff is good. No big deal. Well, Queen hasn't heard me say it yet. There's a 25-second delay. No, Riff is a known person. She'll unban him soon. Critical Mass says you have to be able to rule your spirit. Right. Right, Critical Mass. Each individual controls their own destiny. Riff, you're unbanned. Queen made a mistake. She thought you were a troll. But I know you've been here. That's my buddy Riff. My Greek buddy Riff. You have to be in control of your own destiny. Riff says, unknown, I've been here long before you. He's been here since my former channel. It's all right. No big deal. One Night Man, The Subtle Art of Not Giving an F is a great book too. Right. There are a lot of good ones. Critical Mass, I'm not bothered or fazed too much by drama anymore. And that's the thing, bro. That's the thing, dude. I'll wrap up by saying this. There are a lot of drama channels that spun off the drama I used to be involved with out here on YouTube. I'm seeing some channels out there that have grown to over 1,000 subs that are complete drama shit show channels that talk about hate, that use derogatory language, that completely violate the terms of service, that completely violate, YouTube monetization policies and community guidelines. And guess what? They've been monetized, right? There's this channel out there by a guy named French Dose Inside the Lab. All the guy does, he runs a drama panel like all the time, right? He's a drama channel, right? Talking smack, having people use derogatory language, completely violating the terms of service. And I went to his channel to check it out the other day. He's monetized, right? I cannot believe how many channels now YouTube is starting to monetize again. And I think they're probably doing it on purpose. I think they're trying to make a deal with their sponsors to allow a little more flexibility with certain things. But some of the channels I've seen monetized lately, completely violate the terms of service in every single way. And I just don't understand how they get approved into the partner program. But those channels that get approved into the partner program will eventually get removed, because when they review, channels that are in the YouTube partner program every 6 months, they're going to see that they're not compliant, and then they'll get removed. But heck, why put them in there in the first place? You know what I mean? Yeah, critical mass. I cannot believe it, dude. Yeah, I'm seeing, YouTube has gone it's really weird. A couple years ago, my former channel, that's when they changed the requirements of being monetized from only needing 10,000 views to now needing 4,000 public watch hours in the previous 12 months and 1,000 subscribers, right? Okay. And they were very strict. They said, we have stricter requirements getting back into the partner program, or getting into the partner program from here on out, right? Well, it leads me to believe that they did that back then, few years, 2-3 years ago, to appease their advertisers. Now, from what I've noticed, it looks like YouTube, this is just what I'm noticing, folks. No one's got public on this, but I'm noticing this. It looks like YouTube now is becoming more laxed with monetization. They're allowing more videos that used to get the yellow icon get the green icon, right? And maybe they've quietly worked out things behind the scenes with certain sponsors. In some cases they have, right? But again, if you're going to allow just anyone to come into the partner program again, why even have these rules, right? Why have these rules when you're approving people that clearly violate your monetization policies, right? I don't get it. Well, they do it because it's a moneymaker, right? Look, Riff, if the advertisers are going to YouTube and saying, you know what, we're not gonna get mad. Just, let every channel, no matter what they say, put our ads on there, right? If the advertisers say, I don't care if you put it on the most hateful content, we're not going to leave. YouTube is too powerful for us. Go ahead and do it. Then YouTube's going to do that, right? The advertisers dictate what content is allowed. It's not even YouTube, really, dude. The advertisers dictate what's allowed on the platform. But I'm seeing it go back the other way. I was happy that it was a more kind of elite group of people in the partner program, but right now, I'm noticing these drama channels, these hateful drama channels are monetized. And they completely violate the terms of service. And the ad-friendly guidelines, too. Let's see. Critical Mass says, but at times I'd like to let myself get worked up by haters and make some content. Sure, maybe 1 out of 10 live streams, no more. Oh, that's no problem, dude. Every now and then, it's not a big deal. Queen Helen Casey says, you didn't warn me about that one. No, I'm sorry, Queen. Yeah, I've known Riff for a while. Riff, Do you have, what is your main account, Riff? Can you do me a favor, Riff? Can you message me on Google Hangouts and let me know what your main account is? I'm able to unblock people now. I want to unblock you on that account. Is that your Riff Muggles account, bro? Let me see. Give me a second here, dude. Riff Muggles. Yeah, I have it right here, Riff. Give me a second. All right, give me a second, dude. I have to do my workaround and get this thing unbanned. Boop, boop, boop. Yeah, it's Riff Muggles, right? Yeah, I got it. I'm still subscribed to it, Riff. I found it. Hang on, bro. Hang on a second. Let me see here if that fixes it. All right, Riff, you should be unblocked. Come in on your Riff Muggles account, and that'll take care of everything, dude. Everything is good. You and I go way back, bro. This BS should have never happened, dude. We should have never had any falling out. We really never did. It was just stupid stuff, dude. Let me check one more thing out real quick, Riff, just to make sure that that we're good. Let me go to Nightbot and make sure if I blocked your name there. I don't think I did. No, we're good. Come back in on that account, Riff, and let's see. Let's see if it works. So Riff will be back on that other account. He should be good. I'm going to test it one more time here on my end. I'm a one-man show, but I'm the stud, but I'm a tech geek too. I'm the tech geeky stud. I should create a channel called the Tech Geeky Stud. Yeah, it still shows unblocked now. Yes! You can't kill the metal. Metal will live on. Welcome back to the Mod Crew, Riff. Let me see if you're showing up. Yep, there you are, bro. Yeah, my workaround is working. I had issues on blocking people for a while. I still kind of do, but I figured a workaround, so we're good. Right. No, Queen, I've known Riff back from the MGTOW days, like 4 years ago. Riff's been around for a while, and we're connected on Hangouts. Yeah, Riff, do you want me to add you to the private mod group behind the scenes? I'm going to add Critical Mass. Are you on Google Hangouts? Critical Mass, can you put your email, your Gmail in the chat? I want to connect with you on Google Hangouts and invite you to the private mod crew. Riff, do you mind if I add you to the private mod crew with them? With everyone else, Queen Helen Casey and the other mods too? A lot of good people there. You could always turn off notifications if it gets too much. Oh, yeah, absolutely since Dana. Yeah. Yeah, so let me make sure before I go off the air. All right, I'm going to add you to that Riff right now. And I'm going to wait for Critical Mass to see if he has his Gmail. And if he should, everyone's on Hangouts, you just have to know how to use it. Let me see here. Let me go. Riff Muggles. Riff Muggles. Welcome, Riff, to the mod crew. All right. Yeah, we're good there. I think Critical Mass must have left. All right, bro. Thank you for being here, Critical Mass. I'm gonna email you later tonight, Critical Mass, by going to the About section on your channel. Let me see. I'm gonna do the maintenance. Oh, his email's not there. His email's not there. I wonder if let me see here. Let me see if his email's in the description section of anywhere. No. I'll have to find another way to reach out to him. Dang, I just missed him. He just left. All right, let me go through the rest of the chat, and then we're going to get on out of here. We are at 1 hour and 20 minutes. You can't kill the metal will live on. Okay, I already read all that. Psychedelic Savage, by the way, I wanted to say it's me, Seth, so you know me from 2 years ago. Oh, what's up, bro? How you been? It's been a while. Dude, you still following me, bro? God, welcome back, dude. Welcome back, bro. Dio is God, the singer, not the Italian word. Get your last second questions in, folks. I'm about to go off the air here. Great to have you back on your main account, Riff. I totally forgot. I'm glad you came in on your other account tonight, so that way we can fix things. Yeah, how you been, Seth? How you been doing, bro? Man, it's interesting, man. You know, some people just, you know, I'm a humble person, but I know how to brand myself, and so does my friend Troy, who's my sponsor, the Discover Community Network, right? Or like when you brand yourself, people remember you and they know you, right? The Coach Eli brand, a grip on life, etc. That's awesome. I'm glad you're here, man. I went through a lot of changes and a lot has happened since we last talked. We'll talk again really soon behind the scenes, dude. I promise you. I've been really working hard to just try to get things back on track. And finally, you know, my channel is starting to head back in the right direction. I think this time there's no turning back. I don't let people trigger me anymore. I don't let any of the BS on YouTube get to me anymore. I think we've all learned a lot, man. And now I just want to help and teach other people, you know, to learn how to handle what I went through. Because new YouTubers that have no clue about trolling and stuff like that, they're going to go through it, man. And I want to be supportive to them so they don't have to deal with what I went through, man. It was, God, man. I never want to go back to what was happening 3 or 4 years ago. It was insanity, man. I'm surprised I didn't have a heart attack. I always seem to annoy people with sarcasm, no biggie. Well, it's your unique sense of humor, Riff, which is great. That's what makes you unique, bro. That's what makes you different. That's what makes you different. But anyway, folks, Psychotic Savage, my grandpa passed away in October, so yeah, sorry to hear about that, bro. Yeah, it's, it wasn't due to COVID, was it, man? He was just getting up there, right? Yeah, I remember when I lost my grandparents decades ago, both on my mother's side and my father's side. And then my father passed away. That was pretty hard. That was 14 years ago. So yeah, I get it, dude. I get it, man. Riff Magos, in all seriousness, drama is like drugs without the fun. If all of you keep away from it, ... No, he was sick. Oh, man, sorry to hear about that. Sorry to hear about that. Yeah, it's sad, man. Well, my thoughts and prayers go out to you and your family, bro. Yeah. So, all right, we're at 1 hour and 24 minutes. I'm going to get them out of here, folks. I'm going to try to get a walking stream done tomorrow. Like I said, folks, lately my allergies have been really kicking in hard, and I'm back taking my allergy medication full time. I slipped away from it for a while. So it takes a few days of using it constantly for it to become really effective. So I'm hoping by tomorrow I won't be feeling the crappiness of the allergies kicking in. And I'll do 2 streams. One will be more than likely a walking stream, then the other one will be an in-studio stream. And I also want to do some panel shows this coming week. So if anyone wants to get on the panel and discuss any particular topics, let me know. You can email me at coacheli@coach.eliasmelas.com, or if you're connected with me on Google Hangouts behind the scenes, that's a better way to, get through to me quicker there. All right, we are leaving 28 people in the box at 3:46 a.m. Eastern, 12:46 a.m. Pacific. With that being said, have yourselves a great one, folks. I'll see you all later. Take care. Bye. Bye.